Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the massive delay between episodes. I really had just a crazy few weeks. I got caught up in Bend film, which took quite a bit of my time. I got really sick, which you can you can still kind of hear a little bit in my throat. Sorry about that. I bet that was erotic. And then, just a lot of shit just kind of hit me all at once. So sorry I didn't keep going on this for a minute, but I am planning on continuing and finishing and then moving on to 50 Balls of Steel or whatever the fuck the second one's called. 50 Shades Darker? 50 Shades Lighter. 50 Shades of Star Wars? No, that's something else. Anyway, I'll keep going on it. Sorry. I know my beard looks pretty giant and intense. I've been cast in a movie and was told to let it grow because it is a Western and they didn't trim beards back then or something. So I know I'm looking full Taliban up in her. So pardon that. Anyway, here we are in chapter 23 of 50 Shades of J. The only thing that happens in this chapter, really... sorry. I was trying to hold off on doing this until I stopped having a cough, but it's just been taking too long. The only thing that happens in this chapter at all is that Christian shows up in Georgia to see Anna while she's visiting her mother. He impresses the mother, charms the mother. Anna leaves her mom, goes back to Christian's hotel room, where they bang in the bathroom, and then talk for a while in the bathtub, and then bang again. And that's the fucking chapter, I swear to God. And it's like 25 pages, man. Really, the only thing that happens is, like, of any import, because all the conversations they have are literally the exact same. I mean, they've had this whole book is the same conversation happening over and over and over again. That's all this is. So, Anna is on day 2 of her period, and so Christian decides that he is going to have sex with her sans condom, using her menses blood as lubricant. So they do. So it's the first time they've been skin on skin in a sexual congress. And that's really it. A lot of the chapter is her bitching about Mrs. Robinson again. The thing is I feel like all Christian is doing, it's like all he's ever allowed to do by Anna is constantly prove himself to her. It's all he does. All he does, because she says 4 chapters ago, I don't like Mrs. Robinson. And then he's like, look, I understand you don't like that this woman had sex with me. Ooh, I'm blowing up. I understand you don't like that this woman had sex with me when I was 15 and she was in her 30s or whatever. But, get over it. We're friends, we're business acquaintances, but we're not together. We're not sexually together and haven't been for a very long time. And all he does is spend all of his time making all of her neuroses calm themselves down. That's what he does. So every time there's this moment of like, oh, I love you so much, Anna. I love how much you challenge me. It's like, she's not challenging. It's really funny. She even says it in here. I'll look for it. She's talking about Mrs. Robinson and doesn't like the fact that they are business partners now still. And so every time he brings her up, every time she asks him a question, and he gives her a truthful answer, she just gets sullen and childish and awful. I mean, it's really Oh, I'm sorry. I know, I just keep talking about this over and over again. So let's get a little bit of eroticism. Let's, yes. Yes, 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 yes. He wraps his arms around me again and takes my hands once more, continuing the sensual caress across my sex, over my clitoris. His chest hair scrapes against me. His erection presses against me. Oh, soon. Please. He bites the nape of my neck and I close my eyes, enjoying the myriad sensations. My neck, my groin, the feel of him behind me. He stops abruptly and spins me around, circling my wrists with one hand. Blowing up! He spins me around, circling my wrists with one hand, imprisoning my hands behind me, and pulling at my ponytail with the other. I am flush against him, and he kisses me wildly, ravaging my mouth with his, holding me in place. When did you start your period, Anastasia? Yesterday? Good. He releases me and turns me around. Hold on to the sink. He reaches between my legs and pulls on the blue string. What? What? And gently takes my tampon out and tosses it into the nearby toilet. Holy fuck. Sweet mother of all. Jeez. And then he's inside me. This is the writing, people. Ah! Skin against skin, moving slowly at first, easily, testing me, pushing me. Oh my. I grip onto the sink, panting, forcing myself back on him, feeling him inside me. Oh, that sweet agony. His hands clasp my hips. He sets a punishing rhythm, in, out, and he reaches around and finds my clitoris. Aww, he gave her a reach around. Massaging me. Oh geez, I can feel myself quicken. That's right, baby. He rasps as he grinds into me, angling his hips, and it's enough to send me flying high. Whoa! And I come loudly, gripping for dear life onto the sink as I spiral down through my orgasm, everything spinning and clenching at once. He follows, clasping me tightly, his front on my back, as he climaxes and calls my name, and it's a litany or a prayer. Oh, Anna. Oh, Anna. His breathing is ragged in my ear. Oh, Anna. In perfect synergy with mine. Oh, baby, will I ever get enough of you? Sort of, when they cast Christian Grey, now that Charlie Hunnam isn't in the picture, what if they cast, like, Philip Seymour Hoffman? Or Pruitt Taylor Vince. Look up the name Pruitt Taylor Vince and tell me, wouldn't that make for an amazing 50 Shades of Grey movie? We sink slowly to the floor and he wraps his arms around me. Pruitt. Pruitt Taylor Vince. Do it right now. That guy as Christian Grey. Oh, Anna, baby, will I ever get enough of you? Just picture it. Okay. We sink slowly to the floor and he wraps his arms around me, imprisoning me. Will it always be like this? So overwhelming, so all-consuming, so bewildering and beguiling. Beguiling again, really? Fuck you. I wanted to talk, but now I'm spent and dazed from his lovemaking and wondering if I will ever get enough of him. I'm bleeding, I murmur. Doesn't bother me, he breathes. I noticed. I can't keep the dryness out of my voice. She's pleasant. She's just a very pleasant person, all around. Does it bother me? Maybe it should. Should it? No, it doesn't. Good thing I was really, dry to Christian, even though it doesn't bother me. I lean back and look up at him, and he gazes down at me, his eyes a soft clouded grey. No, not at all. He smirks. Good. Let's have a bath. And with that, a little boy named Christian Grey got his red wings. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you soon.